Welcome to 9-Bit Tutorials, and today I will be showing you all the items that you can store things in, or at least most of them, how they work, and which ones are the best. So, let's get started. So also, I will have a star, another star, in front of each one that is pretty good out of the other ones. So, first we have a regular chest, and then we have a barrel. You'll notice the star is actually in front of the barrel. Barrels are actually cheaper to make, and you can open them from any position. So, for example, if I take this chest and I put it in front of the barrel, you can still open the barrel just fine. But if I were to do, one second, if I were to do, let's see if I can do it. Oops. If I were to take the barrel, and put it on the chest, then you wouldn't be able to open the chest, and that's why the barrel is better. Plus, it costs less, and I'll show you right here. Barrel. That is how much it costs compared to a chest, which is a lot more. Now, it's not a huge difference, but it does count, and I do think the barrel is better. Next, we move on to the second tier. That was beginner, in case I didn't mention it. This is the second tier, so the middle of the game. So, you have the ender chest. Now, this is so fun to use, but make sure it doesn't get crowded. So, we have the ender chest, and you'll notice that the star is in front of it. So, the ender chest is so cool. So, for example, I have some white concrete right here. You can see it is inside the ender chest. And if you have a pickaxe with silk touch, a diamond pickaxe with silk touch, diamond or higher, with silk touch, you can actually pick this up and take it around with you. Now, this has the white concrete in it, so with a normal chest or barrel, the contents would just spill out when you break it. However, you're able to carry this around wherever you want. And also, if you have two ender chests, so for example, if there's one right here, and then there's one right here, it'll show the contents of this one, so there's 64 in here, and this is essentially one chest in two different places. I know that sounds a little confusing. And you can make it by 4 obsidian and an eye of ender. Now, we move on to kind of transportation slash storage. So if we walk in here, then we have the donkey. So it's kind of like a horse, but if you fit chests on it by right-clicking chests on it, then you are actually able to give the horse an inventory, an extra inventory. So I actually have some inventory space in here. Now with the llama, you can ride it. However, you do have to lead it, and you can't control it if you're riding it. But if I remember correctly, it automatically chooses between a certain amount of inventory spaces, and that's why on this one you only see 3. So donkeys are kind of a better deal. However, they're a lot harder to get. Next, we're moving on to the last and final tier, but definitely not least. This is really cool tier. Now, we have the shulker box, the famed shulker box. Now, just like the ender chest, except without the connected chest idea, you are able to move stuff inside of these things. So if I go back, and as you can see, you don't actually need silk touch for this, and you can use any type of pickaxe or even your hands, but it's kind of slow. If we take this and we put the shulker box down, it has kind of a cool opening and closing animation. It is actually in there, and you can carry it around with you, and it'll also show its contents, or at least some of them, right there. Now, since we have all these shulker boxes, and say they were all filled, so all of them filled to the brim with all the stuff. Now, you can actually put them in ender chests, and they will still keep their content. So as you can see, the white concrete is in here. So you can have tons of stuff in a single ender chest by using a combination of both. And then you can carry it all around with you. Yes, all of it. So I could be carrying hundreds of thousands of items just in here, especially if they're in block form. So I could just be walking around with all those items and carry them wherever I needed them. Now, you may notice that the nether star was between the shulker box, which was over there, and the ender chest. Now, that's because of the combination between both. Both are good by themselves, but they're even better when combined. Now, I want to mention one final thing. A new type of storage is coming to Minecraft in the 1.17 update. Now, I don't have a lot of information on them other than their named bundles. Yep, that is pretty much all the information that I have. I think they'll also be able to hold one stack of 64 items, no matter what they are. So including non-stackable items like cake. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!